What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? We tuned in for another video, man. Back at it again, man. It's the day after Christmas. Again, y'all, with another reveal. I'm trying to pull them out before the end of the year, but we got so much to tell y'all. It's just a lot to do, man, cause we just did the reveal on R&B, did the reveal on Dolo. I have yet to do the reveal for Dolo on wheels on 26s. I know people want to see that. I know people want to see that, man, because people get those rim times wrong all the time, man. But I'll tell y'all something. Come here, Uncle. My boy Meech, man. I ain't crunk Meech up in a few days. Hey, boy, if you in Georgia and you didn't have no antifreeze in your car and straight water, I already know it's some busted engines, boy. Hey, and I know some people didn't. I know it's some busted engines out there, boy. I already know, man. At 18 degrees and stuff like that. Whew. Ugly. But, man, it's a little warmer today. Still cold. It's 30-something. It's 30-something degrees, man. But we're going to make it do what it do. Man, it got a little tight over here. I need to drive R&B, man. Brown coat. I ain't crunked none of these cars up in some time, man. Like, y'all know Christmas, man, you know, you be with family and stuff, and enjoying each other. I got to show y'all, too. I don't know if I'm doing a this vlog, but I got to show y'all what wifey gave me, man. Like, it's just crazy. It touched my heart so much, man. You on Facebook, you saw it, but it's just, I ain't never in my life received a gift like that. Like, ain't nothing gonna top that. Nothing gonna top that gift, ever. I promise you that. But I'm gonna get this thing uncovered, and then we're gonna get to talking, man. We're gonna crank this nag up though, man. It's been some days. I gotta crank my ball. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, y'all, we got this thing uncovered. See how well this thing crank up in the real cold weather. Cause it cold, boy. 30 something. Let's see how it do. Must say, that is not bad, man. It's real time cold start. I ain't have to sit right there and pat it. That carburetor on point. Real soon carburetor. Man, boy, I ain't heard this thing in about 3-4 days, man. Sounds so good. This thing sounds so good, man. Glory, boy. This thing just talking, bro. Just let it run for a second. Just had some crickets up there, though. Go back there and talking. It's can roll. You got the crickets up here. Y'all hear them serving. You know about them crickets, boy. You know something. Crickets up there. to beat the whole car shaking, boy. This thing here rowdy, man. This thing here rowdy. Oh boy. Sounds good, boy. That ain't bad though, man. I'm impressed. For it to be this cold and that car started up that heat, I'm impressed. They ready. Look at it. It's idle. It's better and better. See what it sounds like from over here. See what it sounds like from over here. Y'all know sound bounce and stuff. Oh yeah, beat sounds good. Hold on, let's see it start right back up. Good. See if it start right back up. Drop of the key. Oh yeah. Ready? Yes indeed, man. Okay, we're gonna cut this thing off. Cut this thing off. Yeah, we good. On another note, I hope all y'all, let me get my bag, y'all. I'm bad throwing y'all here, well, I gotta get that. But on another note, hope y'all had a very Merry Christmas, man. Hope you enjoyed your time with your family. Hope your kids enjoyed it, all of that. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. So, you know, we finna get to talk some numbers. But before I do that, I want y'all to tell you, these are engine dyno numbers. I had this, man, I told y'all I wasn't sparing no expense with Meech. Meech my favorite car. I'm gonna do everything I need to do behind it, which I have done. I had the engine put on the engine dyno to see what kind of flywheel horsepower it would make and torque. And then it'll be on the chassis dyno as well. So, you know, to get a real world number. But I know I know how much it loses through the drivetrain. Speaking of 3-speed transmission versus 2-speed and stuff. If you using lighter weight stuff, friction reducing stuff in the transmission, all this stuff matter. So, but I use 400s all the time. I know about how much it usually lose anywhere from 16 to 16.5% through the drivetrain, which is easy to calculate. And I'm gonna give y'all the formula on how to calculate that. If you know what your flywheel horsepower is, I can give you a good formula. Which, if you know how to calculate percentages, is easy. But I'll show you how to do it. And then it'll tell y'all about how much real wheel horsepower Meech making on motor. So I'm finna get this thing covered back up, and then we're gonna talk these numbers. But in the meantime, I want y'all to put below, drop guesses below, how much flywheel horsepower, not to the wheels, not rear wheel horsepower. Put how much flywheel horsepower and torque, or you can just put one or the other, how much y'all think it's making to the flywheel. So y'all stay tuned. On pump gas, it was done, I got to throw that in there, it was done on pump gas. I had dynoed on pump gas, 93 octane. Not race fuel. So, you know, race fuel, we can bump them up. But put your numbers down for 93 octane pump gas, how much flywheel horsepower y'all think it made. So get this covered up, turn y'all back on. Alright, I got this joker covered back up. I hope y'all dropped your guesses below. Like I said, if you didn't, pause the video. Let me go in the inside car. I can't really see what's going on, man. It's a mean glare. It glare crazy. And it's so much put light on. It's so much that sun's so bright out there. Ain't it cold, boy? It cold. I'm still getting it in for y'all. Shelling on the karaoke. Shelling on the karaoke. Going in. But yeah. Had cranked my boy Meech up. Had cranked it up in quite in a few days, like I said, pretty much the whole week called Christmas. Been going on and all that, man. And, you know, handling business with it. Like I said, I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas and had a good time. It been super cold here in Georgia. Really ain't been able to do nothing. Ain't been able to go outside like that because we been having temperatures in the teens. Then it hit single digits. It hit single digits a couple days ago. Like early morning, it was single digits, like 8 degrees, 9 degrees. So ain't nobody going out there and all that. I know people do. You know, they're used to it up north, but I ain't going out there and all that. But yeah, man, I put a post up on Facebook. I put a post up on Facebook maybe 2 weeks ago, telling people to guess the flywheel horsepower. And if I can locate them screenshots, man, I'm gonna put them on the screen right now so y'all can see them. But if I can't, then y'all just won't see them. But anyway, you know, I put the guesses. I told people to guess. Had some good guesses. Had some people that were off. But I know it's kind of hard to guess when you don't know what type of engine you're dealing with. But that'll give it away. If you told what type of engine, exactly what it is, then somebody can pretty much hit the nail on the head. In my case, I can still take a guess because having so much data, and see when you got race cars and they lighter and stuff, it probably is a little hard to kind of pinpoint how much power a car making because you don't know how much power it takes to move. And you know, my car, seeing that Meech has no weight reduction, not Dolo either, but only weight reduction Meech has is that hood. But it wasn't nowhere around that, you know, because they don't offer a steel hood in a cowl induction format for box Chevy, unless it's custom made. But like I said, they don't. So it wasn't nowhere around that. And Meech has to have a cowl induction hood. It ain't like an option. Like I got to have a cowl induction hood, just like R&B got to have a cowl induction hood. But yeah, I mean, that's the only weight reduction. Other than that, it's a full weight car, man. It's still 4,000 plus pound car, and it got that full vinyl top on it. Y'all know that they make it heavy. Excuse me. The lightest box Chevys are the two-door hard tops, and then right behind that is the hard top box Chevys, like a Dolo, full hard top. Those are the lighted cars. They all now the two-door. I'm not sure on the weight of the two-door. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Hard tops list curb weight for 4,000. Even they might be 4,000 some change, but Dolo a little heavier than that. Those Impala seats, them Impala seats I got in there, they heavier than factory interior. They are much heavier, man. Them seats is that stuff on the bottom of them seats. They bulky, they heavy. So Dolo heavy too. But I can look at a car, and if I can look at the weight and know the weight of it, I know about how much power it's making. Cause I can look at how fast it's going. I can tell about call the pass on the head. Cause I looked at so much. But like I said, a lot of people, some people's on the money, some people's off. But flywheel horsepower, man. So, and I'm gonna put I ain't gonna show the whole sheet. I'm not gonna show the whole sheet. I got paperwork on this, everything, man. I'll tell you, I had everything done to this engine before I put it in the car line. I make sure everything cause this the one. That's why it performed like it performed too. But flywheel horsepower, man. I'm about to put it up on the screen right now. So as y'all can see, we got 834, really 835. You round it. I probably could have gave a chain of octane a little bit of time. It'd been 8 plus. But on pump gas, man, 835 horses to the flywheel, and you got 776 pound-feet of torque on motor. On motor alone, I didn't have the nitrous. I wasn't about to take the nitrous kit out of my car and stuff, and then hook that up, have it dynoed on nitrous on. I wasn't gonna do all that. But that's what it make. 835 horses to the flywheel on motor alone, just straight muscle, 93 octane, 776 pound-feet of torque, foot-pounds of torque, however you want to say it. So, like I said, that's when you factor in the drivetrain loss. Well, I said Meech makes 700 horsepower. It's right above. It's low 700, but it's 700. It makes 700 horsepower to the wheel on motor alone. And then, you know, I ain't calculated the torque, but it's probably like high 600 pound-feet of torque. But like I said, man, that's why the car moves like it moves, man, on motor alone. Now, I'm not going to tell exactly how much nitrous I got on the car right now, cause that can change at any time. I mean, what I got on it right now might not be what I got on it next week. You know, cause I will say this. I give y'all this. My plate, seeing that I got the Nitrous Express, the newer plate system, man. That plate will spray 800 though. Like it'll spray 800. It'll flow 800 horsepower worth of nitrous through that plate. So, I mean, it kind of really irrelevant telling. I probably tell as I go to the track, cause what I'll be running one day might not be what I'm running the same day. And sometimes I don't run the progressive out to, like I won't be running progressive out to 100% all the time, but even with a progressive controller, when you got bigger solenoids, like it's hard to, they call them pulsing. It's hard to pulse the solenoid. The bigger they get, the smaller solenoid, easier to pulse. So it'll be more 1-to-1 ratio versus kind of like when I was teaching out with Jmalcom with the boost controller. Just cause you put it on 10 psi on the boost controller when I was using CO2 didn't mean it's gonna yield 10 pounds of boost just cause you got on 10 psi on the controller. It wasn't 1-to-1. Same thing when you're talking about a progressive controller to turn the percentage down, turn the nitrous down. So if you want to run 50% of your total shot, just cause you got control on 50% don't mean you might be running 60% of your total shot. So you might have to go down to like 30, 35. With bigger solenoid, harder to control. They wanna give it all the time. They wanna run wide open. So bigger solenoid, they hard to control, man. Trust me, it's some monsters on that joke. Obviously, if it'll flow 800 horsepower worth of nitrous, it's some monsters on the joke. But that's why the nitrous line so big. So right now they're kind of relevant, telling how much nitrous on the car. Like I said, it can change. And really, like I said, small blocks and big blocks, man. Big blocks got higher tolerance just from the jump, even in factory trim, like just factory, I mean unmodified trim, they got higher tolerances. Like if you took a stock 454 and a stock 350, man, that 454 got a higher tolerance worth of nitrous that you can put on in stock form anyway. So you gotta think about it. But what I said, man, I'm super pleased. 700 horsepower, trust me. And I'm gonna have people that say, cause I get people like that all the time, man. Well, if you ain't got it on paper yet, you don't know that what it make. Nah, I know. Like I told the guy, I never forget on Facebook. It was so funny to me. I had when I had Jmalcom, and I went there now, ran what I ran a 730 something on hard tire. That before I made all the changes, got the boot controller, I just 730 on hard tire. Like within the first 3 months of me having the car, I ain't did nothing to it. And I said, I knew what I had. Like, man, I said, this car here run low 60 with no problem. I came back, I never forget, I put up a status. I said, ain't nothing like having a bottom 6-second street car you can drive anywhere. And the guy came, has it done that already? I said, nah, it ain't done it, but I know it will. Well, if it ain't done it, it won't do it. You don't know. It was all there. I said, all right. Came back, what did it do, y'all? Y'all know what it did. It did bottom 6s on pump gas. Then when I put it up there, I said, this joker rhyme, boy. And he inboxed me. I never forgot. I said, I'm gonna show this man. I saved it and I remember that name. It was months later. He inboxed me. So what did the car do? I said, it did what I told you to do months back. he didn't say nothing. I said, man, just you know, when you've been doing it long enough, long story short, man, you know, man, you just know what you got. You know what you need to do. You know what your limitations is. You just go in it. But if you want to calculate, if you know your flywheel horsepower, you want to calculate and get a good number. Now, like I said, it's for automatic transmissions, 3-speed. 4 speeds, it's gonna be different. 2-speed gonna be different. The transmission gonna affect what you got in the transmission and how many gears you got gonna affect this greatly. Gonna affect the number greatly. Stick shift, they don't hardly lose as much with a stick shift, but like I said, general rule of thumb with automatic transmission, you take your total horsepower number. So you would take that and divide it by multiply it by 0.16. Like I said, on average it's like 16%. You multiply it by 0.16, and then whatever number you get, you subtract that number from your horsepower number. So if you had a 500 flywheel horsepower engine, right, to give y'all on paper, if you had a 500 flywheel horsepower motor, you would do 500 times 0.16, and that gives me 80. They give me 80. So that means you're gonna lose about 80 horsepower through the drivetrain, give or take. So then you would do 500 minus 80, which would give you 420 rear wheel horsepower, give or take. So that's how you do it, man. My bad, y'all, man. Ran out of my card got full. I've been recording. I need to delete some of this stuff. But that's how you calculate your horsepower and all of that, man. So there you have it. Told y'all I'm gonna give y'all everything. The car moving something. I'm telling you, car moving something. You got 700 on the motor, 700 horsepower on the motor, man. So that's pretty. That's some real. That's some good numbers. That's real good numbers. Trust me. So yeah, man. I think they're gonna wrap it up, y'all. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. BCG, we out.